Republican-controlled House of Representatives in South Dakota bypasses considering a pro-life bill. The proposal created by Governor Kristi Noem aimed to ban abortions after the 6-week mark. Governor Noem told reporters the House is, quote, not listening to national leaders in the pro-life movement on the momentum that we have in front of the Supreme Court and what this legislation means to South Dakota. And joining me now to talk about this and more is Prudence Robertson, host of EWTN Pro-Life Weekly. Prudence, welcome back. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Tracy. It's good to be here.
Oh, such a pleasure. Okay, let's talk more about South Dakota and why the legislature is not moving forward with this.
Yeah, well, it's really a shame that they decided to reject even having a hearing on this bill. It's a heartbeat bill similar to the one that was passed in Texas a few months ago, which continues to save hundreds of lives each and every day. And Governor Noem is right. You know, these legislators in South Dakota are working to stifle the rights of the people to speak out about what they think when it comes to abortion. You know, South Dakota is a pro-life state. Governor Noem has done so much to ensure that chemical abortions, which are very dangerous for women, are restricted in South Dakota because she knows her constituents are pro-life. And so the fact that she is, you know, being stifled, that the will of the people is being stifled there is terrible. And it's so crucial that stuff like this isn't happening in the state legislatures.
Absolutely. I also believe they're facing a legal battle against Planned Parenthood. What do you know about that?
Yes, that's right. So they're basically Planned Parenthood always is going to say that women need access to abortion to succeed. And so South Dakota, you know, is saying, no, that's not true. I mean, what a demeaning and unfortunate thought that women need to kill their unborn children to succeed in society and in the world. And, you know, we hope that they're successful in that battle, and we hope that the Dobbs case coming out of the Supreme Court will continue to fortify the rights of states to pass pro-life laws like this heartbeat bill.
Absolutely. And on the flip side, some wonderful things happening in the state of Tennessee.
Yes.
A federal appeals court reinstated a law that says women cannot abort their babies if a test shows that they have Down syndrome.
Yes, this is definitely something to celebrate. On the other hand, the 6th Court of Appeals has allowed this pro-life law to stay in effect while litigation continues. And this would simply limit abortions based on the sex or the race of the baby or a disability diagnosis of Down syndrome or something like that. And really, abortions based on those things are just a form of modern-day eugenics. And so it's encouraging to see that this law will stay in effect at least until the Dobbs decision is made. And that really bodes well for us because we're hopeful that the decision in that case will be that states like Tennessee are allowed to pass more pro-life laws reflective of the will of their people. And so we hope that we'll see a good decision there, and then that law will continue to stay in effect and continue to save lives.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what do you have coming up on tonight's show?
So we will be talking about the pro-abortion task force that the Department of Health and Human Services has unfortunately introduced. They happen to do so on the day of the March for Life, the anniversary of Roe versus Wade. We'll be unpacking that with Loretta Brown of the National Catholic Register. We're also going to address the horrific act of that woman a few weeks ago who took a chemical abortion pill on live television. And we'll also be celebrating the fact that a pro-life group in New York actually was able to successfully stop construction of a new Planned Parenthood in a thriving community in New York, in the Albany area. So we'll be talking to the lawyer of that group. So everyone should definitely tune in tonight for more.
Absolutely. And before we let you go, what else are you keeping your eye on? What are you watching out for?
Well, you know, we're looking at the Dobbs case, of course. We've talked about this already, but it is going to be sort of the defining moment for us moving forward, and especially as we head into the midterms. It's really going to put life front and center for not just us in the pro-life movement, but for people across the country. So we're paying attention to what's happening there, and we're also tracking chemical abortions and how dangerous those are, and they continue to expand because the pro-abortion industry, you know, that's the next frontier for them. If Dobbs is handled in our favor, brick and mortar abortion facilities will begin to close down, and they'll be pivoting to chemical abortion, trying to force that on women, you know, unknowingly putting them in so much danger that we need to be speaking up about. So those are the two most important things, I think.
All right. Well, Prudence, thank you so much for coming on, and we'll be watching tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Tracy.
Absolutely.